I'm kind of fascinated by old technology, so when the opportunity came up to pick up this for super cheap, I couldn't say no. This is the Kodak DC210 Plus. It's a megapixel camera, and as the name suggests, it has exactly 1 megapixel. It was one of the very first digital cameras that ordinary people could buy. Released way back in 1998. For many people, it would have been the very first time that they would take their picture on a digital sensor. But can you still use it today? And crucially, is it any good? Well, let's find out. To use it in earnest, I thought I'd take it out on my morning run through central London.
See if I can get some nice shots. This could be a nice shot, let's see.
So this thing does have a zoom lens. It's kind of a limited zoom range, but it does actually work pretty well, and it can get me a little bit closer when I need it. The first thing I noticed is that the build quality is excellent. This thing was made in an era where things were built to last. It really is an actual brick. But I like that. It's metal and plastic, and it feels solid in the hand.
Let's see if we can get anything decent.
All of the functions still work too, despite it being 27 years old now. The buttons feel great, and it's lovely to hold in the hand. It was made at a time, however, where fonts were still being refined, but we'll let them off on that one.
Okay, let's get up there and get ourselves a classic shot.
Crucially, it does still take photos. It saves everything to a compact flash card. I've only managed to get it to read 8 megabyte cards, which gives me a grand total of 27 photos to take at any given time. The thing that I really think about when I see these pictures is, number one, they're so much worse than film. I'm not at all surprised if professional photographers at the time really didn't think this digital thing was going anywhere. And number two is, it would have been magic to see these photos for the first time. For many people, switching this dial from capture to review and having a look at the blurry image on the back of this camera might have been the very first time that they would ever have seen a digital camera at work, which is pretty cool to me. Finally, 1 megapixel isn't enough megapixels. When I was looking at these photos from far away or viewed very small, they look okay, but any real inspection around whether this image is any good reveals that it was taken with something that is very, very old. Anyway, I love this stuff. It really made me appreciate just how far digital technology has come and gave me a real deep appreciation for how I grew up in a world full of so many amazing camera options that I can use to document my life in meaningful ways. Will I be using this going forwards? Probably not. Did I enjoy the experience of using it? Absolutely. But crucially, it did raise one question in my mind, and that is, how many megapixels is enough megapixels? But we can answer that question in another video very soon. If you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I release a new video every single week here on YouTube. It would be great to have you along for the journey, and I'll see you next time. What's it look like? It's just so hard to tell from the screen. I feel like the screen is even lower resolution than the sensor is. It's crazy.